Could have worked. Ready? Engine.
Imagine spending years proving that impossible cars can be rebuilt, only to find yourself becoming the biggest target on the internet overnight. One video, one bold decision, and suddenly millions of people are laughing at your work instead of celebrating it. That is exactly what happened to Mat Armstrong after the Veyron wide-body Bugatti Chiron project appeared online. Social media exploded with criticism. Thousands of comments called the car ugly. Memes spread across every platform. Many viewers blame Mat personally, even though the design itself was chosen by the car's owner, not by him. For someone who had built a reputation by taking on impossible repairs, this was one of the toughest moments of his career. Yet sometimes, the greatest opportunities appear when everything seems to be falling apart. As the online world focused only on the appearance of the finished car, many people forgot about the incredible engineering hidden underneath those body panels. Every custom bracket, every carefully aligned component, every electrical problem solved, and every mechanical challenge overcome required hundreds of hours of skill and patience. Building or repairing a Bugatti is not like working on an ordinary sports car. Every part is expensive. Every mistake can cost thousands of dollars, and many components are designed with almost no room for error. Throughout the rebuild, Mat had already shown that he could solve problems most workshops would never even attempt. He rebuilt damaged systems, replaced complex parts, and found creative solutions where factory support was limited. Those achievements did not disappear simply because people disliked the appearance of the body kit. In fact, many experienced mechanics continued to praise the craftsmanship behind the project, even if they were not fans of the final look. This difference between public opinion and technical reality created one of the biggest discussions the automotive community had seen in years. Was Mat being judged fairly, or were people focusing only on appearances while ignoring the engineering underneath? That question soon became the center of countless online debates. Some believed the project damaged the image of a beautiful hypercar, while others argued that customization has always been part of automotive culture. The discussion quickly became much bigger than one YouTube video. It turned into a conversation about creativity, restoration, personal expression, and the future of rebuilding some of the world's most valuable cars. During those days, every new upload, every Instagram post, and every interview was watched closely by fans hoping to see how Mat would respond. Instead of arguing with critics, he stayed remarkably calm. He avoided long public fights, resisted attacking anyone involved, and continued focusing on his work. That quiet confidence surprised many viewers. It also reminded longtime followers why they had supported him in the first place. Mat's channel had never been about winning arguments online. It had always been about solving problems that most people considered impossible. Even while criticism continued to grow, there were signs that respected engineers, experienced builders, and industry professionals were looking beyond the headlines. They understood that rebuilding a modern Bugatti requires knowledge, patience, and determination that very few people possess. Whether people loved or hated the final appearance, they could not deny the skill required to complete such an enormous project. That growing respect among professionals would eventually become one of the most interesting parts of the entire story, because sometimes recognition from the people who truly understand the work matters far more than thousands of comments from strangers on the internet. Long before the Veyron wide-body project became the center of online debate, Mat Armstrong had already built a reputation for doing what many experts believed was impossible. Unlike large factory-backed workshops with unlimited budgets and direct access to manufacturers, Mat built his career by taking damaged performance cars and bringing them back to life through hard work, creative thinking, and countless hours in the workshop. His videos attracted millions of viewers because they showed the complete process instead of hiding the difficult moments. When something went wrong, he left it in the video. When a repair failed, viewers watched him solve the problem instead of pretending it never happened. That honesty became one of the biggest reasons people trusted his channel. Every project felt real because people could see every success, every mistake, and every lesson learned along the way. As his audience continued to grow, so did the size of the challenges he accepted. Cars that insurance companies had written off, vehicles that experienced mechanics considered beyond repair, and machines filled with complicated electronics all found their way into his workshop. Instead of avoiding risk, Matt seemed to enjoy proving that determination and knowledge could overcome problems that looked impossible at first. His Bugatti project became the perfect example of that mindset. A Bugatti is not just another supercar. It represents one of the highest levels of engineering in the automotive world. Every part is carefully designed. Every system works with incredible precision, and repairing even minor damage often requires specialized knowledge. Many people believe only factory technicians should work on these cars because of their complexity. That belief made Matt's decision to rebuild damaged Bugattis even more remarkable. Rather than accepting the idea that such cars should only return to official dealerships, he showed that independent mechanics with enough skill and patience could also complete extraordinary repairs. Of course, that journey was never easy. Throughout the rebuilds, viewers watched him face electrical problems, damaged suspension components, missing parts, complicated programming issues, and countless unexpected setbacks. Every solution required research, experimentation, and determination. Some repairs took days. Others stretched into weeks before the right answer was finally discovered. Those moments became some of the most popular parts of his videos because they demonstrated real problem solving instead of simply replacing expensive parts. Fans admire the fact that he explained each challenge using simple language, making even highly technical work easy for ordinary viewers to understand. Instead of acting like an expert who knew everything, Matt often learned alongside his audience, openly admitting when he needed to investigate a problem further. That willingness to share both confidence and uncertainty made his storytelling feel genuine. As the Bugatti rebuild progressed, automotive enthusiasts around the world began paying closer attention. Experienced mechanics praised the quality of the workmanship, while casual viewers were amazed that such an expensive hypercar could be repaired outside the factory network. The project also started wider conversations about the relationship between manufacturers and independent workshops. Many people asked whether owners should have more freedom to repair their own vehicles or choose trusted specialists instead of relying only on official service centers. This discussion was already growing across the automotive industry through the right to repair movement, and Matt's videos became one of the most visible examples of why the topic mattered. His work showed that independent mechanics could possess extraordinary skill, even when working on the world's most advanced vehicles. At the same time, the challenges he faced highlighted how difficult it can be to obtain certain parts, technical information, and manufacturer support. These experiences encourage many viewers to think differently about modern vehicle ownership. Was advanced engineering becoming too dependent on factory control, or could talented independent builders play an important role in preserving these remarkable machines? There were no simple answers, but the conversation itself became increasingly important. By the time the Venom widebody project appeared, Mat Armstrong was no longer simply another YouTube creator rebuilding damaged cars. He had become one of the most recognizable faces in independent automotive restoration. That reputation meant every new project attracted enormous attention, and every decision was closely examined by fans, critics, fellow mechanics, and even people working inside the automotive industry. With that level of visibility came greater opportunities, but it also brought greater pressure. Every success earned widespread praise, while every controversial choice sparked intense debate. The Venom project would soon prove just how quickly public opinion could change, reminding everyone that in the age of social media, even the most respected builders can become the center of worldwide discussion almost overnight. As the Bugatti project moved closer to completion, excitement among viewers reached its highest point. For months, people had followed every stage of the rebuild, watching damaged parts disappear and the legendary hypercar slowly return to life. Each episode ended with new progress, and every upload left fans eager to see what would happen next. But when the Venom widebody kit was finally revealed, the reaction was nothing like anyone expected. Instead of celebrating the incredible amount of work that had gone into rebuilding one of the world's most complex cars, much of the internet focused almost entirely on the new appearance. Within hours, social media platforms filled with strong opinions. Some people loved the aggressive design and believed it made the Chiron stand out from every other Bugatti on the road. Others felt the opposite. They argued that the original design was already a masterpiece and should never have been changed so dramatically. The debate quickly spread across YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, and automotive forums around the world. Every new post attracted thousands of comments. Some viewers simply shared their personal preferences, while others became much more emotional, criticizing the project in ways that went far beyond discussing the design itself. Unfortunately, many people directed their frustration toward Mat Armstrong, even though the decision to install the body kit belonged to the owner of the car. For viewers who had not followed the entire rebuild, it was easy to assume Mat had personally chosen every modification. Social media often moves so quickly that many people react before learning the full story. A single thumbnail or short video clip can create an opinion long before someone watches a complete project. That is exactly what happened here. The face people recognized was Mat's. So much of the criticism naturally landed on him. Yet those who watched every episode understood that his responsibility was to install and fit the body kit as professionally as possible, not to decide its overall styling. His job required careful measuring, custom fabrication, precise alignment, and solving countless unexpected engineering problems. Whether someone liked the appearance or not, the craftsmanship behind fitting such a complex kit onto a Bugatti remained an impressive technical achievement. Experienced builders pointed out that making aftermarket panels fit correctly on a hypercar is extremely difficult because even tiny mistakes can affect gaps, mounting points, aerodynamics, and surrounding components. Every section had to be adjusted with incredible precision, and many parts required custom work before they could be installed successfully. These challenges were mostly invisible to casual viewers, who naturally paid more attention to the finished look than to the engineering hidden underneath. That difference in perspective created two very different conversations. One group discussed style and appearance, while another focused on mechanical skill and problem solving. Neither side was completely wrong, because design is always subjective. What one person considers beautiful, another may dislike. Throughout automotive history, bold custom builds have often divided opinion. Some eventually become iconic, while others remain controversial for years. The Veyron Bugatti simply became the latest example of that pattern. Despite the criticism, the project also attracted support from many respected figures within the automotive community. Professional mechanics, fabricators, and experienced restorers recognized the enormous amount of work required to complete such a build. They understood that rebuilding a damaged Bugatti and then successfully integrating an extensive aftermarket body kit involved challenges that very few workshops would even attempt. Their appreciation was based not on personal taste, but on technical achievement. Meanwhile, Mat himself avoided responding emotionally to the criticism. Instead of posting long arguments or attacking those who disagreed with him, he largely allowed the work to speak for itself. That approach reflected the attitude viewers had come to expect from him throughout his career. Every major project had faced setbacks, unexpected problems, and moments of doubt, but his response had always been the same: return to the workshop and continue solving the next challenge. As the online debate continued, another interesting question began appearing across automotive communities. If experienced engineers and professionals could recognize the quality of the craftsmanship despite the controversial design, could this project eventually earn respect that went beyond social media opinions? No one knew the answer at the time. However, many enthusiasts believe the conversation surrounding the Veyron Bugatti had become much larger than one customized hypercar. It had evolved into a discussion about creativity, engineering, independent craftsmanship, and how quickly public opinion can overlook months of technical excellence in favor of one controversial visual decision. Those questions would continue shaping the story long after the first wave of online criticism had faded. vidIQ. While the debate over the Veyron wide-body Bugatti continued across social media, another conversation quietly began among people who understood the automotive industry from the inside. Unlike casual viewers, experienced engineers, professional restorers, and high-end mechanics often judge a project very differently. They know that a finished car is only one part of the story. Hidden beneath the body panels are hundreds of decisions that determine whether a project succeeds or fails. Wire must function perfectly. Cooling systems must operate under extreme conditions. Suspension geometry must remain accurate, and every mechanical component must work together exactly as intended. A beautiful-looking car that constantly breaks down is not considered a successful build by professionals. Likewise, A controversial-looking project can still earn enormous respect if the engineering behind it is completed to an exceptionally high standard. That difference in perspective is important because it explains why many industry experts continue to praise Mat Armstrong's abilities, even while the internet argued about the appearance of the finished Bugatti. Throughout his rebuilding journey, Mat had repeatedly demonstrated qualities that professional engineers admire. He approached problems with patience instead of panic. When expensive parts failed, he carefully investigated the cause instead of replacing components without understanding the issue. When factory information was unavailable, he relied on careful testing, logical thinking, and practical experience to find solutions. Those habits are highly respected in engineering because solving difficult problems often requires persistence rather than simply following a repair manual. Every complicated project teaches valuable lessons, and Mat's videos allowed viewers to witness that learning process in real time. Rather than pretending every repair went smoothly, he openly shared setbacks, unexpected discoveries, and moments when he needed to rethink his entire approach. That honesty helped build trust with his audience, while also showing that even experienced mechanics continue learning throughout their careers. It is one thing to repair an ordinary family car, but rebuilding one of the world's most advanced hypercars requires an entirely different level of commitment. Every stage of the project involved risks that most workshops would avoid because mistakes could cost enormous amounts of money. Even removing certain components demanded specialized knowledge to avoid damaging surrounding systems. Electronics, cooling systems, aerodynamics, structural components, and precision manufacturing all came together in one incredible